Okay, now we have come to the last part of this module. And in this last part, I actually want you to be active because we have actually talked about data presentation, but not directly. Okay, so several types of data presentation. I want you to identify these types of data because I have actually put them in the previous slides. Okay, so the first one, which ones are vertical profiles? Okay, vertical profiles mean you've got one place and then you actually do your measurement only in that point, but you do that, for example, you're using CTD to observe salinity, temperature, stuff like that. So that's the key. You put it down and then you take it up again. That is called vertical profiles. So which slides talk about vertical profiles? And then which slides are talking about vertical sections or cross profiles? It's pretty clear. You should be able to answer this. And then horizontal maps, which ones are horizontal maps? So you've got the cross profile and then you've got your horizontal map. And then which ones are time series presentation, because there's quite a lot of way to present time series. And then which ones are histograms. Okay, so try to identify these types of data presentation from my previous slides. Now we're going to talk about something that we have not really discussed in the previous slides, which are the characteristic or the property versus property diagrams. This is going to be interesting because this property versus property is going to give you an information about how one data correlate with another. Okay, how one property would correlate to another property. For example, the last one that we have talked about in, I think, in the water property segment or module is how salinity and temperature correlate with each other. Okay, so this one, as you can see, this is only in one place. Okay, I'm going to talk about, yeah. So this happens only in one place, and you can actually see how the trend looks like in different depths. Okay, you can actually do this as well in like a transect, okay, in different areas, because it's different. It's going to look like this. Okay, so you've got, again, the same, you've got your salinity and your temperature in here, but you've got different areas. Okay, so you've got central water in here, you've got Antarctic in here, you've got data from a bottom water in here. So you can imagine that if this is your Earth, you can see that this one is Antarctic. So that's going to be below here. And your central water, it might be something like this. So your track is going that way. Okay. So you can see that, okay, in this area, this is how it looks like. This is how they correlate with each other. But there's a place where they actually do this. So the salinity goes up while the temperature just stays still. And then it goes like that again. Okay, so this is not by depth. So this is depth, but this one is location. Okay, and then you can actually see them in the multiple way as well. So in here again, that's the same. That's salinity versus temperature, but in 3 different places. Okay, and in 12 different months. Imagine that. You actually show your big data, you've got a data from different months, and you've got data from 3 different places, and you want to show them in one single plot. This is how you do it. So you've got the north center, north is here, center, and you've got the south, and this is how this looks like. So this isn't really good because this is like, I think this is quite an old paper. They don't really use colors because they need to print and they need to save money. So this one is the south. Okay, so that, yeah, so that's the southern part. And then I'll use other color, probably blue. This one Okay, this one is the center. Then I use green, and this one, the solid one, is the northern part. You can see how they are different to each other. Okay, this is going to be interesting, especially if you're trying to understand what's happening. You can interpret the data. Why is it different in December and in November and in October? Even so, why is it different from different areas? There are a lot of questions that you can answer from this type of data. So to conclude our lecture today, if you want to have more references, most of the references that I use are from Thomson and Emery because it's data analysis methods. And some of them are from Garrison and Ellis, mostly in the atmosphere and ocean type of interaction. And there are some from Pugh and Woodward as well. So that's it from today. I hope you enjoy the lecture and I'm hoping the best for your final exams.